Everybody, and welcome to week one, where we've got probably more content than in any other week, but it's going to really give you a grounding for everything else that's going to follow. So I say, please do stick with it, and you'll learn a great deal about transdisciplinarity. So what you'll find this week is that we start off looking at this continuum of disciplinary research at one end, where people are addressing problems that are within their own discipline. So for me, that might be an example of what is interaction design, which is something I'm actually looking at with some doctoral students at the moment. Through to the other end of the spectrum, which is transdisciplinary research, where people are coming together around particular issues. And that's where we go to in this week is what characterizes this end of the continuum, where of course people talk about multidisciplinarity and interdisciplinarity along the way between those two poles. So in particular this week, we talk about the nature of transdisciplinary research. Sometimes people ask themselves, is what I'm doing even transdisciplinary? And we kind of paint this picture this week of, this is the nature of transdisciplinary research. And more than anything, it's characterized by problems that originate there in the real world. They're authentic problems and they're complex problems that can't be solved by any one discipline. So examples from my own work, we're looking at threatened species in Australia. This is the problem of we have species going extinct in our country. And that's a serious issue. And conservation scientists have realized that within their field, they're great at identifying the threats and designing responses. But there's a place for lots of other people to be involved in addressing this problem. And by creating a transdisciplinary approach, what we did was we embraced the full complexity of this problem. It's place-based, it involves people across the whole of this nation. So by bringing in designers and IT developers and people who are experts at advocacy, and all of us working together in this transdisciplinary way, we've come up with something that no one of those disciplines could have done. And indeed, at the moment, we're writing this up as a new approach to a complex problem. And that's exactly what transdisciplinarity does. By bringing together different disciplines in this integrated way, people are able to take on research problems, authentic research problems that matter in the world, and come up with new ways of doing them. And of course, that takes time, and it's not the right approach to every problem. Some problems work better within the disciplinary level, or they're multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary levels. But as researchers in the 21st century at this time, you need to know how interdisciplinary research works, and particularly this team nature of it. It's such a collaborative game. Hardly any major breakthroughs, well, it's field dependent, of course, but in many fields, breakthroughs only happen by groups of people coming together, tackling these really complex problems. So we'll be doing all of that this week, understanding this theoretical grounding of what transdisciplinarity in research is about, and a few activities about what is your current research practice and how does that relate to transdisciplinarity. We'll be asking you to look at some case studies of transdisciplinary research, to find a case study of your own and to talk about it through a group chat. And in this way, like around the topic of transdisciplinarity, we'll get to know each other a little bit better. So I'll see you there in the forum. Thanks.